Colorado here in Lafayette, where your Highland Hills Midget White team will be going up against the Highland Hills Midget Gray team. Because why wouldn't we play our own organization's other team in a separate rink? That's fun. If anybody from the Gray team is watching, welcome. I'm going to promise to be unbiased, but I actually know most of the kids on this team. Some have been teammates in the past, some just know from around the rink, some from the disciplinary committee. Carter. I'm just joking. Anyway, we will get started here momentarily. Apologize for the late start. Nothing to do with us, but the game before us went long. The Zam took much longer than a Zamboni should on the ice rink. Which, when you notice how slow a Zamboni is going compared to other Zambonis, that should tell you something. It's very slow. And for anybody that was late getting notification about the time change, I apologize. Tried to get it out to everybody as quickly as we could once we found out that the game was actually at 7:30 and not 8:30. I hope we're not missing anybody because of that. Bam taking the face off. Start the first, 15 on the clock. It's kicked into the far corner. Bam pushes it off the boards. Up the far boards. Ian tips it out to neutral. Passes up for Austin. Sent around the end boards. Graves brings it through neutral. Bam with the steal, sends it back out to neutral. Sent around the end boards. Austin sent out to the slot. Guillaume chips it out to neutral. Chasing it out to their zone. Lost the handle. Guillaume picks it up into the slot and a shot and a save by the goaltender. Sent to the end boards. Guillaume tying it up, trying to get it out front. It's tipped and sent out to neutral. Skating around behind our net. There's a whistle. Oh, I guess the net just came off the mooring. So we'll have a face-off in our zone. Lewis taking the face off. Great controls, throws it wide of the net. Up the far boards out to neutral. Thrown back to our zone. Bryant turns it around, throws it out to neutral. Wesley sends it through into the offensive zone. Lewis dumps it around the end boards. Gray coming through neutral into our zone. Decided that shot and a save by Charlie. throws it around the boards. Lewis pushes it farther. Yep, past the blue line, out to neutral. Pushes it into the offensive zone. Throws it in front. Not able to get a shot off. But Nick keeps it in the offensive zone. Long shot to save by the goaltender. Henrik digging for it, throwing the out of the corner. Sent through neutral into our zone. As it keeps zooming in. Bryant skating out to neutral. Into their zone, thrown off the boards. To the corner. And thrown behind the net. Bam keeping it in the offensive zone, ties it up. Gray throws it around the end boards. Bryant keeping the offensive going, gets hooked in the face. And they're going to go off for high sticking. Bryant told the ref he was okay. It could not have felt good though. So 2 minutes for high sticking. Noah taking the face off. Bouncing into the slot. Bam turns it around. Passes over for Boomer. Boomer throws it wide of the net. Bouncing in front. Comes back out to Bam. He throws it on goal and it's wide. Noah turns it around, throws it on goal, and it's sent to the far boards. Boomer chips it to the end boards. Gray eating time in the corner, tosses it out to neutral. Boomer went into the zone while Henrik was hanging out with the goalie. So it was offsides. We will come back into our zone for a face-off. 10:23 left in the first period. Lewis on the face-off. Shot bouncing up the near boards. Dion with the steal. Passes out to Lewis at the blue line. Lewis forced it in the zone. It comes back out. Boomer tying up player. Ian picking up the puck at the blue line, sending it through neutral into the offensive zone. Sent off the near boards. Austin with the poke check. Boomer with the check at the blue line. He'll head to the box, so it'll be 4-on-4 for 35 seconds. Six seconds left. Bam on the face-off. Nick sends it out to the blue line, but kept in our zone. Gray walks inside it. Shot off of Charlie's mask and sends it to the corner. Nick picks it up, throws it out down the ice. Oh, I apologize. May have broke my tripod, but it's fine. It's the backup. Sent out to neutral. Nick keeping it out of our zone. Wesley digging for it. Throws it out through into the offensive zone. Gray coming through neutral into our zone. Nick forcing the play wide. Steals the puck off the end boards and throws it down the ice. Goaltender plays it to the end boards. 1:04 is left on the Boomers penalty. Going Up the near boards and down the ice. The icing. .7:41 left in the first period. Still scoreless. 40 seconds left in the penalty kill. No on the faceoff, sends it to the corner. Comes up the near boards. Austin keeping an offensive zone. And Gray comes out of their zone with the puck into ours. A shot wide of the net. Goes up the far boards. Kept in our zone. Austin picking it up in our end. Dumping it out to neutral. Right at the goalie. He holds onto it. Moves it up the far boards. Boomer right out of the box. Collides with Maddox. 6:42 left in the first period. Gray to the side of the net. A shot and a save by Charlie. Henrik picks up the loose puck at the blue line. Pass across to Boomer. Hit his skate and bounced all the way back to the blue line. Gray coming into our zone. Lewis slowing them down. Kicked up the far boards to the blue line. Long shot wide of the net. Puck set behind our net. Gray throws it up the far boards. Lewis chips it along the boards, but it's kept in and then sent out to neutral. It's sent in. It'll be icing with 5:48 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Bam taking the face off. Wins it back for Bryant to the shot and a pad save by the goaltender. We are in the dark colors, if I didn't say that earlier. We're in the dark jerseys. Gray's in the white. Dump the puck into our zone. Bryant picking it up. Oh. Turns around on the far corner. Skating out to neutral. Pushed into the offensive zone. Gray throws it up the far boards and out all the way down the ice. Be icing once again. 4:48 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Bam on the face-off again. He wins it back to the blue line for Nick. Nick throws it wide of the net, bouncing up the near boards. Guillaume throws it in front. Ian chipping at it. It comes out to Nick at the blue line. He throws it around the end boards. Ian throws it back to the near corner. Guillaume pulls it off the boards. Trying to get it out front. Has it lost the handle, throws it back on goal. A save by Aiden. 3:53 left in the first period, still 0-0. Lewis on the face-off. Push to the end boards. He gets hooked. Gray kicks the puck around the far boards. Out to neutral. Into our zone. Lost the handle. Lewis picks up the puck, sends it up the near boards. Lewis sends it around up the far boards. Comes back to Lewis in the neutral zone. Pushed it in the offensive zone. It's turned around and brought back through. Shot and Charlie with the save. Nick sends it up the far boards. Henrik pushing it to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Sent behind our net. Austin turns around, passes up for Lewis. Lewis sends it out to neutral zone. Turned around and dumped back in our zone. Austin trying to get it out, comes to the side of the net, a shot off the post. Comes to Lewis, he sends it out of the zone. Henrik pressuring in their end. They lost the handle. Henrik brings it off the near boards. Tied up. Gray comes back out through the neutral zone into our end. Long pass across, doesn't connect. Centering pass. Broken up by Nick. Henrik picks up the loose puck, chips it off the far boards. Viome picks it up and chips it into the offensive zone. Grace with the steal, throws it around the boards. Nick keeping it in the neutral zone. He passes up to Viome. Viome gets it in the offensive end. He gets checked in the boards. Gray pushes it into our zone. Bryant picks it up. Throws it back out to neutral. Noah pushes it forward. It's sent to the far boards. Brought back into our zone. Nice poke check by Nick. Pushes it up the boards. Noah sends it out to neutral. Viome picks it up, skates in the offensive zone. He's got Henrik to his left. Centering pass. Henrik with a shot and a pad save by Aiden. Rebound goes up the far boards. Nick keeping it in the offensive zone. And it's sent back out. Turn around along the near boards. Henrik sweeps it out to neutral. Bryant with the steal in the offensive zone. Centering pass goes all the way across, tipped out to neutral. And Gray stood up at the blue line. Bams with the steal, skates in the offensive zone. Works his way left. Shot and a glove save by Aiden. He hangs on. 27 seconds left in the first period, still 0-0. Bam taking the face off. And now down to 1 second. So we will go to the second period, tied at 0 still. Just in case anybody's wondering, Charlie is in net. He's just wearing a borrowed alumni sweater. Which is why the orange is off. And there's no number. Well, there's number 26. for 2026. Bam, pushing in the offensive zone. It's turned around, brought out. Boomer passes across to Austin. He gets it to the blue line, has it taken away. Brought into our zone. Austin sends it to the corner. It's brought to the side of the net, and Austin sends it around the boards. Ian throws it out to center for Wesley. Wesley skating in the offensive zone. Push to left. Centering pass. Ian not able to get it on goal, and it's sent farther out. Austin keeping it in the zone. Ian throws it on goal, and it goes wide. Sent up the far boards. Bam pirouettes very nicely and sends the puck to the corner. Austin sends it across the slot. Ray turns it back to the corner. Into our zone. Lost the handle, and Wesley throws it back out to neutral. Ray throws it into our zone. Oh, odd bounce. Hits Charlie in the skate. Comes to Viome at the blue line. Skates up the near boards, skating into offensive zone. He passes over for Maddox. Throws it wide of the net. It comes up the near boards. Boomer with a shot, tipped wide, out to neutral. Austin picking it up in the neutral zone. Passes up for Lewis. Lewis brings an offensive zone. The shot blocked. Sent back out to the neutral zone. Boomer throws it off the near boards. Lewis kicks it back to his stick, up to the blue line, lost the handle. It's thrown back to the blue line. Boomer keeping in the offensive zone. Lewis throws it towards the net. Aiden covers. 12:56 left in the second period, keeping it scoreless. Lewis on the face-off. Gray with the puck, skating neutral. Into our zone. Lost the handle. Regained the puck behind our net. Thrown through the slot to the near boards. Behind our net, Nick picks it up. Moves it off the near boards down the ice. We'll be icing with 12:04 left in the second period. We'll come back down to our zone for a face-off. Face-off. Bam kicks it out to neutral. Chasing it into their zone. Regains the puck in the corner. Centering pass. Henrik sends it to Bam at the side of the net. Back up to Bam. Noah trying to get it on goal, and it's pump checked away. Skating into our zone. Gray has the puck. Drop pass along the near boards. Around shot. And a goal. I didn't see where it went in, but it must have hit the post and in. So Gray will have a 1-goal lead with 11 minutes left in the first period. Bam on the face-off, puts it forward. Wesley skates it in, throws it wide of the net. Aiden tips it to the corner. Wesley throws it out front. Not able to get a shot on goal. Noah picks it up. His pass blocked. Bam keeping in the offensive zone, pushes it forward to the corner. Centering pass to Noah, bouncing it through the slot. It comes out to the blue line and out to neutral. Do we know who scored? I believe it was number 16. I don't know the name of the player. And there's a whistle. They're offsides, I guess. Odd since we had possession of the puck, but that's all right. Lewis on the face-off. I apologize, I don't know the roster for Gray nearly as well as I do our own team, but if I see them out on the ice and see the name clearly, I will update everybody there. Gray brings the puck out of the far corner, thrown in front. Charlie with a save. Out to the blue line. Long shot, and a save by Charlie. Rebound sent wide. Ian throws the puck up the far boards. And then out down the ice. They say no icing. They want this game to keep going. Ian stops the puck in the corner. It's sent up the far boards. And there's going to be a whistle. And Austin's going to go to the box for tripping. 8:34 left on the second period. Oh, you're welcome. So, 2-minute penalty kill with now 8:19 left in the second. Off the face-off. Bam sends it up the near boards, out to neutral. Pretty sure it was 16 that scored Gray's goal. I don't know if it's Manone or Manoni. Bam keeping the puck close to the blue line, but it doesn't come out of the zone. Thrown out in front. Bam gets tied up, trying to get the puck out of the zone, and he gets pushed down. Seems like interference to me. Great. Nice poke check by Bam at center ice, sends the puck back into their zone. There's no penalty on the board now. It hasn't been 2 minutes. I guess we're just going off of 2 minutes after it started. Bryant throws it around behind their net. Nick keeping it in their zone. Lewis keeping them from clearing it. Gray coming up the near boards. Maddox throws it back out to neutral. Bryant with the puck at the side of the net. Passes up for Lewis. He pushes it in the offensive zone. Shot goes wide. Up the far boards. Nick throws it back through neutral. Gray turns it around at their blue line, skating into our zone. Nice poke check, keeping them out of the zone. Gray comes back in. Pass across. Bam with another poke check, preventing the shot. Nick with the poke check, pushing up the far boards. It's sent to the slot. A backhanded shot and a save by Charlie. Bryant picks it up, throws it off the boards. Long pass out to neutral. Noah pushing it forward. And penalty has expired. We are back to 5-on-5. Thrown in front, and Gray throws it all the way down the ice. That'll be icing. 5:46 left in the second period. Sorry for the tilting. Again, I might have broke the tripod. Noah on the face-off. Goes to the far corner. Sent up the far boards. Noah keeping in the offensive zone. Passes back to Austin. His pass blocked. Sent out to neutral. Walked in a shot and a goal. That was 26 for Gray. Scored the goal. 5 minutes left in the second period. Oh, DeChant. I know him. Noah on the face-off pushes it forward. Guillaume pushes it into the offensive zone. Tied up in the corner. Sends it out to Austin at the point. A long shot. Saved by the goaltender. There's a whistle for a hook. Yeah, you're going to the box. So with 4:19 left in the second period, we'll have a 2-minute power play for hooking. Lewis on the face-off. Moves it back for Bryant. Bryant with a long shot, a stick save. Sends the puck wide. Lewis sends it up front again. And it's sent down the ice. Bryant back to play the puck off the far boards. Ian picks it up. Passes up to Bam at the blue line. Skating into their zone. A long shot and a stick save. Loose in front. And Gray picks it back up, skating through the neutral zone into our end. Nice poke check. Regains the puck. Shot and a save by Charlie. Puck ends up behind our net. Bam skating it out. Throws it far in front for Ian. Doesn't connect. It will be icing. 3:14 left in the second period. Bam on the face-off. He pushes it forward again. Turned around, a long shot from Carter. Charlie with the save. He hangs on. 2:37 left in the second. Sent wide of the net. Boomer picks it up, skating out from behind our net. There's a whistle. What now? They have 5 players out and a player in the box. That's too many. So I guess it's just okay. Now the player's out of the box. There's time on the clock now. I have no idea what's going on. Charlie with another save. He hangs on. Off the face-off to the side of the net. Boomer tied up with great player. Great comes out and a shot and a save by Charlie. Pushed up the near boards. There's an arm in the air now. Another shot. Boomer's going to the box for roughing. So 43 seconds left in the second. 2 minutes penalty kill. Off the face-off shot and a save by Charlie. Wesley fighting for the puck, sends it to the near corner. Maddox sends it out to neutral, passes over for Bam, pushes into offensive zone, throws it wide of the net, comes off the end boards. And throws it to the far corner. Wesley with the steal on the end boards. It's thrown up the near boards. Maddox not able to keep it in the zone. Austin sends it up the near boards. And that will end the second period. We will go to the third period. Gray 2, White 0. Yeah. I have no idea what they're doing with the clock. Lewis on the face-off. Lewis pushes in the offensive zone. We are starting short-handed. Lewis with the steal along the far boards. Gray skates it up the near far boards, not able to get into our zone. Gray dumps it around the end boards. Wesley tosses it out to neutral. There's a whistle. And Carter's going to go to the box for interference. So it'll be 4-on-4 for a minute. Well, 57 seconds anyway. They figured out the clock. That's good. 11:33 left in the third. It'll be 4-on-4, like I said, for a minute, and then we'll have a minute of power play. Lewis on the face-off. Comes back to Wesley. He throws it around the end boards. Comes out to neutral. Back into our zone for icing. 46 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Off the face-off. Lewis in the corner with the puck, trying to bring it out front. His pass tipped out to neutral. Lewis regains the puck, throws it on goal, tipped wide. Guillaume picks it up, pushes it to the corner, turns it around. Centering pass, it's tipped out to neutral. Nick sends it up the near boards. Walks to the slot, lost the handle, and it's sent over to the far boards. Gray pushes it out to neutral into our zone. Nice poke check. Nick steals the puck, throws it down the ice. And penalty has expired. Wimmer's out of the box, so we will have a minute of power play. Noah throws it up the far boards. And it's sent back deep into our zone. Bryant picks it up, passes it across to Guillaume, pushes it along the far boards into our offensive zone. Behind their net, passes back to Bam. Bam passes across for Henrik. And a shot tipped up into the netting. We'll have a face-off in their zone with 29 seconds left in the power play, 10:02 left in the third period. Noah on the face-off. The other face-off dot. Oh, Austin's taking the face-off. He wins it back for Henrik. Pass across for Bam. Steps around one. Tries to throw it out front, and it's sent out to neutral. No icing. Henrik picks it up. Passes up the far boards for Ian. Ian passes up for Austin. Austin steps around one and walks side of net. Centering pass to Noah. Backhand shot off the goaltender. Another shot and another save. And the goaltender covers as the penalty expires. So we're back to 5-on-5. 9:31 left in the third period. Gray 2, White 0. Austin taking the face-off. It's back for Henrik. His shot blocked, goes to the far corner. Ian throws it to the slot. Into near boards. Noah with the steal sends it to the corner. And it's thrown up the boards. Bam keeps in the offensive zone. I'm sorry, it's Austin. Tries to get it out front. It's blocked and sent up the far boards. Henrik not able to keep it in the zone. Nice poke check by Bam, stealing the puck. Sending up the far boards. Gray turns it around. Centering pass hit a skate and goes out into our offensive zone. Forrest turns it around, skates through neutral, into our zone. Drop pass and a shot. Stick save by Charlie. Henrik ties up the player in the corner. Wesley swipes the puck out to neutral. Lewis pushes it forward. He gets tied up along the boards. Arms in the air. Maddox throws it through the slot but doesn't connect. Wesley brings it off the boards and there's a whistle. And the player's going to the box for roughing. Number 16 is going to the box for 2 minutes. 8:25 left in the third period. Lewis on the face-off. Chipped along the boards. Comes out to neutral. The offsides will have another face-off just outside their zone. Pushed into their zone and then back out. That was close enough. We're offsides once again, and we will reenact the face-off. Lewis on the face-off. Pushes it forward. Maddox ties up the puck, comes out and out to neutral. Graves getting it into our zone. Nick steal along the boards. Pass to Bryant. Bryant skating through neutral in the offensive end. Who dumps it around behind their net. Nick picking it up out of the corner. Sends it out front. A shot goes wide. Guillaume with the puck in the far corner. Goes behind their net. Centering pass blocked, goes back to the far boards. Thrown back behind their net again. There's a whistle. Austin and Carter are going to the box. They're both going for roughing. That was the gentlest roughing I've ever seen. I guarantee they both have smiles on their face. Not only now, but while all this was going on. So 28 seconds left in the power play. Noah on the face-off. Gets to Viome. Viome with a shot. Save. Ian digging for it. Puck comes free. Chipped off the boards. Henrik keeping in the offensive zone. Brings it off the boards and a shot that's saved by the goaltender. Viome brings it to the side of the net. Wrap around attempt. Sent wide. Viome with the puck again. Gets it out front. Noah pushing it towards the net. Gray comes out with it. Throws it down the ice. On goal. Power play has expired. We're back to 5-on-5. 6:20 left in the third period. Bam sends it out for Noah in the neutral zone. Viome pushes it in the offensive end. Drags it out of the corner. Trying to get it out front. He gets taken down. There's a whistle. Viome's still down on the ice. It's a 2 and a 10, a head contact. So 16 is done for the evening. Viome's sitting up. Looks like he's putting his helmet back on. So we'll have a 2-minute power play with 6:03 left in the third. I like how long this is taking. Glad to see him back up on his skates, coming off on his own power. I'm not sure what the discussion's about. He's not going to change his mind. They're explaining something to Darren. Actually, I wonder if that was his fourth penalty. I guess they're satisfied with the explanation. Lewis on the face-off. 2-minute power play for White. Wins it back for Henrik. Long shot blocked in front, goes to the near corner. Bam. Chipping it to the corner. Goes back for Wesley. He fans on the shot. Passes to Noah. Throws it on goal and a stick save by Aiden. Gray throws it down the ice. Comes out. Bam skates it behind our net. His pass intercepted. Gray pushes it behind our net. We are on the power play. Lewis swipes the puck away. Turns it around along the end boards. He gets tied up. Henrik sends it out to the blue line for Wesley. It's sent back in. They're offsides. Multiple players were way offsides. I don't know why it took so long to call. We'll come all the way down to their end for a face-off with 1:07 left in the power play. Wesley on the face-off. Wins it over for Bryant. He throws it around the end boards. Ian digging off the end boards. Throws it in front, and it's intercepted. Sent down the ice. Charlie sweeps it to the far corner. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Bryant skates it up the boards, passes to Ian. Comes off the near boards. Aiden covers. We get a whistle. 38 seconds left in the power play. 4:41 left in the third period. Austin on the face-off. Maddox chips it forward on goal. It's pushed behind, out to neutral. Bryant chasing it down in our zone. Pass across to Nick. Nick passes through neutral. It comes to Austin. Skates in the offensive end. Brings it out of the corner. He gets tied up. Comes to Nick. He throws it wide of the net. It's thrown off the far boards down the ice. 6 seconds left in the power play. There's a whistle. It wasn't that bad. Bryant's going to the box for 2 minutes. 4:02 left in the game. And the Hyland Gray penalty has expired. It'll be a 2-minute penalty kill. Glad to see Jordan's up on his own. Lewis on the face-off. Shot and saved by Charlie. Henrik throws it out to neutral all the way down the ice. There's no icing. Aiden plays it at the end boards. Austin pressuring along the end boards. Wraparound attempt. He played the puck. They're calling Austin for tripping. Austin's arguing. He's not going to convince him. So we will be shorthanded by 2 for 1:42. Not really. A shot blocked. It goes to the far boards, but kept in our zone. Push to the far corner. Henrik pushing the play wide. Back to the corner. Centering pass, a shot, and a save by Charlie. Another shot tipped over the net. 2 nice saves by Charlie. Long shot, another save by Charlie. Pass out to the point, and a long shot over the net. Bam picks it up, throws it down the ice. Lewis in their zone, stealing the puck. Getting it to the side of the net, throwing it out front. Nice poke check by Henrik. Lewis throws the puck back into their zone. 43 seconds left in the two-man advantage. Gray skating down the near boards. Shot blocked by Bam. Throws it down the ice. 24 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Gray skating out from behind the net. Carter with the puck into our zone. Guillaume with the steal and brings it back out to neutral. 4 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Sent into our zone. Henrik throws it back out. Bryant's out of the box. 14 seconds left in the penalty kill. Bryant tying up the player with the steal in the corner. The centering pass blocked. Bryant with the steal and he throws it wide of the net. And it's sent down the ice. Time has expired on the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. That'll be icing with 1:35 left in the third period. Down 2-0. Lewis on the face-off. And it bounces over Nick's stick down into our zone. Bryant throws it back to the blue line. Wesley throws it out to center. It's turned around at their blue line and brought into our zone. Bryant stops it, passes out for Lewis. Lewis passes across for Wesley, tips into their zone. And it's turned around. Nick stood up the blue line. Guillaume back into our zone to break up the play, and a long shot and a glove save by Charlie hangs on. 1 minute left in the third period. Stop the clock, please. Thank you. Noah on the face-off. Puck comes to Henrik. Tries to send it forward, and it's blocked. The side of the net, Henrik picks it up, throws it up the far boards. It's out to neutral. Noah pushes the puck forward for Austin at their blue line. Gets the puck over for, it comes back to him. He throws it to the side of the net. Aiden covers with 37 seconds left on the clock. Austin on the face-off. Thrown up the far boards. Hendrick brings it off the boards and a shot. I don't know if that got to the goal or not, but it was blocked. Sent down the ice. It'll be icing with 26 seconds left in the game. Austin on the face-off. Throwing up the far boards. Henrik keeps it in the zone. Long shot and a stick save by Aiden. Thrown through the slot out to the blue line. Bam keeps it in the offensive zone. The shot goes through the crease. Henrik keeping in the offensive zone. Throws it in front. Wraparound attempt by Austin is pushed wide. Ian sends it to the corner, trying to get it back out in front. 3 seconds left in the game. And that will do it. So, we will play again tomorrow. I don't know what time. I will check the standings and send out an email later tonight. We'll have a handshake line and be done for the evening. It's been a long day. I'm ready for bed. Until tomorrow, thanks everybody, and go Jags.